Paranormal caught on camera. Doll's House SOS Mystery Special. Solved. Welcome back to the last episode of Paranormal Caught on Camera Doll's House SOS Mystery. Catchy. Sadly, we have discovered that the paranormal activity caught on camera was not paranormal, which is a shame. I can only tell you, at the time, it was really spooky. We really didn't see the bottle cap move across the table at the time, and it was only when I was editing that I noticed it. I can tell you it was quite a shock, because I knew no one had done it on purpose. I went to the others involved to double check, and they said they hadn't noticed anything, nor had they done anything to make it happen, and I know that because I was there. I showed them the clip, and we all looked at each other in a strange way, and then we started coming up with ideas. But we were all laughing nervously because it really looked strange and unexplainable, because we were there and we know we didn't do anything. I then remembered I had a second camera running at the time, so I downloaded that footage, which only made the feeling even more spooky, because from that angle you can clearly see that there is no one near it or anything to make it move. Our nervous laughter grew louder. Now, I have an open mind. I have experienced strange things in my life, but I find most things come down to something knowable in the end. Not all of them, but most things. Having seen the second camera footage, we were quite amazed. And I know it's only a little move, but when you know no one did it because you were there yourself and saw things happen with your own eyes, well, you didn't see it at the time, but you know that you didn't do it or it wasn't rigged, it really does make you think some kind of paranormal activity took place. I started to do things to see if I could make it happen myself, just to check, but I couldn't replicate the movement. So I went back to the video and started playing it back and forth, just to check, because it was so spooky. And that's when I noticed the bottle cap moved at the same time Dolores was twisting the pipe cleaner thing she was working on. I thought that can't be a coincidence. I enlarged the video and finally the mystery was sadly solved. If you have watched the Doll's House SOS series, you will know that Dolores tends to be a bit heavy-handed with the glue. Well, that's what I think anyway. And this build was no exception. She was using U-Hoob by the bucket load. And with U-Hoob, it's quite a sticky thing. Well, it's glue. But I mean, it's hard to, if you've ever used U-Hoob, you would know what I mean. It sort of sticks to itself, and when you take away the glue, it leaves a long trail of fine glue when you use it. And these trails can be very fine. And one of these had been lying on the mat, and the bottle cap was sat on top of it. When Dolores twisted the pipe cleaner, it scraped the mat, and it caught one of these filaments, if you like, these thin trails of glue, and pulled the cap forward towards her. See? Just like this. There you go. You can see the filament there. I have to admit, it was a bit of a letdown, but there you have it. Mystery solved. It had us all going for a while, so we thought we would have a bit of fun with the footage and take the mickey out of the paranormal TV shows, which, by the way, Dolores never misses. Me, I think they're fake. But that doesn't mean I don't think there are things out there that we just can't explain. Well, yet anyway. Thanks for watching, and don't have nightmares. See you soon.